I think a lot of investors are interested in long term. They want to know what's our vision. They want to know how big can Workera be at the end of the day and what market are we tapping into. I think also the questions have shifted this year in comparison to the previous years. So there's a lot more curiosities around burn multiple, growth at a reasonable cost, revenue, and the demonstration of a defensible moat. And so I think that's been what I've experienced over the last year or so.
Questions that investors asked us, there were so many. One was like, how viable is this? Is the market ready? Why can't someone do this themselves? We were fortunate enough, there was a lot of headwinds and the timing was perfect. A lot of the data and inventory systems that were so outdated, these major retailers needed to update them during the pandemic because people wanted to buy locally and they wanted to do BOPIS, like buy online, pick up in store, click and collect. And they didn't have that before, they do now. And we actually sit on top of those systems for these retailers. So the timing-wise, it worked out really, really great for us. We just kept going at it. Every time we get an investor push back, we went out and built to make that one of our strengths.
The surprising question that the investors have asked us has been, how would you creatively use your capital, right? So how do you place those 1 or 2% long short bets that can have asymmetric upside, which is counterintuitive because we've always sought to have super clarity on the work that we are going to do and invest our resources accordingly to the raise that we do. But going forward, we do have to embrace this mentality of also seeking out opportunistic bets, which I think as we look to develop complementary offerings is an interesting question. So I would say that was, because of our mentality and also the uniqueness of the question, it was a surprising moment for us.
We got all kinds of unexpected questions. They always gave us a clue about what was important to an investor, and it also let us know what's going to be important for our business. So preparing a financial plan over 5 years, that was an early surprise. And we didn't think we could do it, but actually we did it, and it was a great exercise because it allowed us to discuss strategy, to plan ahead, and maybe it wasn't exactly the future prediction that it will be, but it's always good to have those conversations so you can look a little bit in advance before things happen.
Some of the unexpected questions that came up early on were the logistics of our business model. We have to literally move tons of rock on and off our customer site. So in the form of limestone, we bring in lime into our process. So there's a logistical component to our technology as well. Some of the other questions are related to our team. My co-founder and I are both, at the time we were 26-year-old with maybe some limited industry experience. And I oftentimes think that the passion and commitment is vastly overlooked by some of the venture teams that we were speaking to. Really at the seed stage, as I'm seeing it and as I'm talking to other startups, investors are investing in the people more so than their industry experience. And we use their capital to hire those people with the industry experience, but we're ultimately the ones with the vision.